Well, this is week 6 of your Speech 203 class, and I hope everybody's staying healthy, washing your hands, maintaining social distancing. Theoretically, by now, you've turned in your visual aid to peer review. If you haven't, you're starting to fall behind. Don't do that, okay? And I want to go over it quickly because this you have a whole week for peer review. You've got to review 4 other presentations. And as you do this, I'm really interested in having you think about your own PowerPoint. Okay, it's very, very important that you get this right. And peer review is a chance for you to get it right because you don't turn it in. You turn in the revised copy to the assignment link next Sunday night. All right, and please don't forget that. Just because you turn it into peer review, that's not the one I'm looking at. All right, I'm looking at the one that you revise. That's the whole point here, that you turn it into peer review. So to summarize it, 10 slides. All right. First slide needs to be an attractive cover slide, and the last slide needs to be your sources. You need to have 3 of them cited APA style. Now, if you go to the student resources page, the tab on the left here, you'll see a student sample paper, okay, linked to a student sample paper, and that's actually a Purdue website where they provide a citing engine that'll help you cite your materials, okay? So it's very, very important that we do a little bit of citing for this class. I'm required to cause you to do that, okay? So the rubric is right here in front of you now. Assignments, you have visual appeal. It needs to be clean. It needs to be simple. If it can be elegant, that'd be wonderful. Please do not use a Microsoft Office template. They're really hideous, all right? They're kind of fascist. They kind of control your thinking. Don't let them do that. And I can tell if you've watched this video or not, if you use a template or not, okay? It's not too late to redo your PowerPoint. That's the whole point here of this part of the class, all right? I like to have the slides consistent. I like to have the images in the same place. I like to have a title at the top. Don't forget, this needs to be viewer-friendly. And it doesn't mean that a viewer is necessarily going to be seeing it on the monitor. Okay, they're not going to be this close to it. It may be over your shoulder, it should be over your shoulder as you're actually giving your speech in real life, in real time. Okay, if you're in a workplace setting, you'd have a screen behind you. You'd be facing the audience would be looking over your shoulder at the screen. Then occasionally you would turn to the screen, all right, to kind of refer to it as your notes. Or in my case, you could also have note cards. They work really well, all right. Whatever you do, don't read the speech. It sounds like you read it. It's not a very good speech, okay. It's coming up. So right now we're talking about your slides, okay. So you need to be focused. It needs to unfold in the same order that you're going to give your speech, okay. Content needs to be a lot more than just Wikipedia thrown in type stuff, okay? It needs to be analytical, it needs to be important, it needs to tell us something. Graphs and charts, that kind of thing can really, really help, okay? You need to have at least 3 sources, which you'll list at the end, but you need to refer to them in your slides. Anytime you use one of your sources, make sure you refer to it in the slide, okay? That's what proper attribution means. Organization just means that it's consistent, it's logical, it starts someplace and it ends someplace, very clear, okay? Let's see, make sure you look at the examples. Let's see, where are they? They are right here. Examples, this shows these are students I picked out that I think did an excellent job. I'd like to see you do the same thing. Now, you can be thinking about your actual final speech. If you want to write it out, you can, okay? Just whatever you do, make sure you're not planning on reading it. That doesn't work, okay? But writing it out is helpful. Then you also have your PowerPoint as your notes. A reason I mentioned the final speech now is it is due on Thursday night, April 23rd, which is a week and a half from now. Okay, it's not due at the end of the following week. It's due then. Okay, April 23rd. So here's some other optional resources here. There's just some very modern PowerPoints there in general. Here's some information on designing. Here's information on bullet points. I think bullet points, not everybody likes them, but I think they're really helpful. They keep the slides from getting too text heavy. If the slide's very text heavy, don't forget your audience can't see it. That's the whole point, is to make sure your audience has something to focus on. Okay, so once again, you need to review 4 peers. And one of the purposes here is for you to be thinking about your own PowerPoint, your own visual aid as you're doing this, plus also to learn something about your peers' work, okay, about their topics, because you might not actually review their actual speeches to hear more about their topic. Here's a chance for you to kind of broaden out into the rest of the class and see what's going on. So hey, good luck. You know how to get a hold of me. Wash your hands 10 times a day, okay?